Buckle up, 90s kids, because we have some great news for you. Netflix has given us what we wanted, and everyone's favorite sitcom, That 70's Show, has finally joined the reboot train. But this blast from the past does make us wonder, where are all the actors from the Point Place gang today? Better yet, which one of them is coming back? Stick around, because some of these answers might shock you. First up, Topher Grace. Did you know that playing Eric Foreman was Topher Grace's first role as an actor? In fact, his resume only had Dunkin' Donuts on it when he landed the role. Grace would eventually end up appearing in 178 episodes of That 70's Show. He was just that good. But it wasn't just beginner's luck. After he gave up his breakout role, Grace's career would go on to reach even greater heights. Spider-Man fans might remember him praying for the downfall of Peter Parker when he played Venom in the original Spider-Man trilogy. Grace also went on to play David Duke in Spike Lee's BlacKkKlansman, as well as being a part of ABC Network's show Home Economics. He hasn't been a slouch in his personal life either. In 2016, he married Ashley Hinshaw, who is an actress herself, and the two had an adorable daughter they named Mabel back in November of 2017, and another baby in 2020. But there's a question everyone's been waiting for. Is he returning for the reboot? And the answer is yes! Topher Grace will be reprising his role as Eric in the Netflix reboot, and this time around, his resume is looking a lot better. Up next, we have the woman who played Eric's feisty next-door neighbor. Next up, Laura Prepon. Did somebody say Orange is the New Black? Her role as Alex Voss on the hit Netflix TV series might be what she's most known for, but to us, Laura Prepon will always be Eric Foreman's high school sweetheart, Donna Pinciotti. In real life, Prepon married Ben Foster in 2018, and the two are the proud parents of two beautiful children. As for her acting career, if you couldn't already tell, it's all been smooth sailing for her, even after she left That 70's Show. Most of her roles have been on TV. She starred in Are You There, Chelsea? And October Road, and even appeared on How I Met Your Mother before she landed her big role with Netflix. But she made a couple of appearances in films too, including 2016's The Girl on the Train, and she's tried her hand at being an author and has multiple books out. If there's one person who's put in the work, it's Laura Prepon. She's as versatile as a person can get, and here's the ticker. Not only will she be returning for her role in the Netflix reboot, but she's also set to direct a few of the episodes. While this means we won't be seeing her on screen nearly as much as we used to, it will definitely be interesting to see her in the director's seat. And now we have the TV actor who became a movie star, Mila Kunis herself. Now we have Mila Kunis. Did you know Mila Kunis lied about her age to get the role of Jackie Burkhart? Now, we don't condone lying to get a job, but then again, that one little lie became the starting point for so many iconic roles even after Mila Kunis left the set of That 70's Show. She's starred in films such as Bad Moms and the mind-boggling horror film Black Swan, and her chemistry with Justin Timberlake pulled at our heartstrings in Friends with Benefits. And since she and Ashton Kutcher tied the knot in 2015, their names have been on everyone's lips. The pair have two beautiful children together, a daughter named Wyatt and a son named Dimitri, and they seem to be treating parenting very seriously. Although the pair has gotten into quite a bit of controversy over whether or not they bathe their kids enough. Either way, seeing Mila Kunis back on the screen will be a huge treat. It will be even more exciting to see how the show handles her relationship with Fez, who Jackie ended up with in the finale. Because during the time skip between the original season and the reboot, Jackie somehow got romantically involved with Kunis's husband's character, Michael, instead. Isn't that just scandalous? And speaking of the man who got the girl, next up, Ashton Kutcher. Ashton Kutcher left his role as Michael Kelso in 2005 to become the king of rom-com. Some of them, like No Strings Attached, left fans wanting more, but others, like What Happens in Vegas, were complete busts. But hey, we all have our ups and downs, right? In 2009, he made a world record for being the first person to hit 1 million followers on Twitter. He also proved to be a snazzy investor, pouring his money into soon-to-be giants like Uber, Airbnb, Airbnb, and Spotify. He even had his own prank show called Punk. Talk about range, right? He also proved just how versatile his acting skills were after he landed the lead role in the 2013 movie Jobs, before he came back to the familiar waters of sitcoms with 2.5 Men. Most recently, he's landed roles in BJ Novak's thriller movie Vengeance, as well as one with none other than Reese Witherspoon herself in a movie titled Your Place or Mine. With everything going for Ashton Kutcher, is anyone really surprised that he managed to get the girl in the end? Next up, Wilmer Valderrama. The ending of That 70's Show provided Valderrama with the opportunity to leave his mark on the world in other ways. For example, by becoming the voice of Disney Junior's Handy Manny. Isn't that a surprise? Valderrama had the role of Handy Manny from 2006 to 2012, so if you have kids or younger siblings, they might just recognize the voice of everyone's favorite handyman when he reprises his role as Fez in That 90's Show. But even outside of children's television, Valderrama has had quite a few notable roles. He's had short stints on series like Grey's Anatomy, Raising Hope, and of course, The Ranch. And from 2015 onwards, he's played Nick Torres on NCIS. But there's something even more famous than his acting roles. His dating life could give Taylor Swift a run for her money. Sorry, outdated joke. His list of exes is as star-studded as the Met Gala invitation list, with names like Demi Lovato, Lindsay Lohan, and Mandy Moore. He had a blank space, and he just kept writing names until he settled down with Amanda Pacheco in January 2020, that is. And now we have Kurtwood Smith. Did you know that the role of Red Foreman was first meant to be played by Chuck Norris? While Chuck Norris would probably have killed the role, we can all agree that without Kurtwood Smith, the show just wouldn't have been the same. Smith was a veteran actor long before the show started airing, and even after he spent years on the sitcom, his passion hadn't changed one bit. After That 70's Show wrapped, he went right back to the TV screen, appearing on series like 24, Medium, Agent Carter, and you guessed it, The Ranch. He recently landed a role on the buzzy Hulu series The Dropout, where he played the cutthroat lawyer David Bowles, who was hired to defend Theranos founder Elizabeth Holmes. Watch out, Hollywood. It seems Kurtwood Smith is here to stay. And since there would be no version of That 70's Show without Kurtwood Smith, he's also set to return for his role in the Netflix reboot. Up next, Deborah Jo Rupp. She was on The Office, she played Phoebe's brother's teacher turned wife in Friends, and of course, she landed the role of Eric Foreman's loving mom on That 70's Show. What hasn't Deborah Jo Rupp done? Since the show wrapped up filming, the veteran actress has been popping up all over the place, from As the World Turns to This Is Us to, naturally, The Ranch. Just like her on-screen spouse, Deborah Jo Rupp has hit it big in a popular new TV series. She's put all that sitcom experience to good use to make an appearance in Disney's WandaVision. And naturally, just like her on-screen spouse, she'll also be coming back for That 90's Show. Let's just hope Kitty Foreman has overcome her alcoholic tendencies by now. Well, that covers the main cast, most of them at least. But you might be wondering something. Aren't there a few names missing here? Don't go anywhere yet, because we'll get to them in just a moment. Spoiler alert though, some of these people haven't been doing as well as the ones we've covered so far. Next, where's everyone else? The first question is more members of the Point Place gang? Whatever happened to Steve? Trigger warning for this one, because we're going to be dealing with themes of Danny Masterson's most prominent role after leaving That 70's Show was co-starring on The Ranch along with Ashton Kutcher, but he was written out of the last few episodes due to allegations of with the assault charges piling up against him and rumors of him having joined the Church of Scientology, Masterson wasn't called back for the reboot. Another familiar face that will be missing is Lori Foreman. The actress Lisa Robin Kelly had a rocky ride on the show when she developed a drinking problem after a miscarriage. A few days after checking into rehab in August 2013, Kelly would pass away. Kelly, we keep you in our thoughts and prayers. But we'd hate to stop on a low note. There's one person left that we haven't talked about who will be returning to his role in the reboot. It's none other than Don Stark, of course. Don Stark played Donna's dad for the entire run of the series, so it's exciting to have him back. And with multiple acting credits, including NCIS, American Horror Story, and even iCarly under his belt, it sure will be interesting to see what he brings to the show. The actors that made our childhoods so great have been doing a lot since leaving that 70s show. There's been some highs and some lows, but really, we're just excited to see all those familiar faces back together on our TV screens. Are you excited about the Netflix reboot of That 70s Show? Let us know in the comments below. If you liked what you saw and want to see more videos like this, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Stay tuned for more.